Hello students, I, Mrs. Madhvi Mhatre, welcome you all in the next lecture of Mathematics 1. We are studying chapter number 3, Polynomials. In the previous lectures, we have studied about polynomials. We have seen the various types of polynomials, that is based on the number of terms present in the polynomial. At the same time, we have seen the types of polynomials based on degree of the polynomials. And from that, we completed practice set 3.1. Now, let us go ahead here and let us see operations on polynomials. So, all of you, please be ready with the textbook, your notebook, pen and pencil. Here you know that some part of this chapter is under the reduced syllabus. You know that due to COVID-19 pandemic, the syllabus is reduced. So you can mark the reduced syllabus in your textbook. That is why you should be ready with your textbook also. And at the same time, you know that certain questions or certain points we are writing in textbook also, and those points we write with pencils. So in textbook, if you want to write answers or the points, then write it with pencil. Don't write it with pen. Don't make the textbook shabby. Okay. So I hope you all must be ready here. Let us go ahead. So operations on polynomials. As we do operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division on numbers, similarly we can do the same operations on polynomials. In lower standards, you have studied how to add, subtract, multiply and divide algebraic expression. In standard 7 and in standard 8, you have studied how to multiply monomial by binomial, binomial by trinomial and so on. Then you have studied about the long division method of algebraic expressions also. So once again, we are going to revise it here. So all of you please see it in your textbook. First, let us discuss solved examples. So here the very first solved example from the textbook is subtract 5a square minus 2a from 7a square plus 5a plus 6. Okay. So subtract this polynomial, first polynomial from the second one. So while writing this, you are going to write first like this, see, from. So the second polynomial here which is given, that is going to appear first, and then minus sign and then the first polynomial. So writing it properly is very much important. You cannot write this polynomial first and minus the second one. So read properly and act accordingly. You are subtracting these from these. So this will come first in bracket. Then minus sign which shows us that we are subtracting. And then after that strictly the second polynomial also you are going to write in bracket. So first polynomial minus the second one. Okay, this is first and this is second. Read and properly you write. Now when we write this minus sign here, you know that because of this minus sign, the signs inside the bracket, they are going to change. Okay, so that we are going to do in next step. That first polynomial we will write down as it is, then this minus sign, and then because of this the signs are going to change. So plus 5a square will become minus 5a square, and minus 2a, see this minus and this minus will give you plus. Okay, now what we can observe here is this 7a square and this minus 5a square, they are like terms. See the variable and its index, both are same. Here also we have a square and here also we have a square. So these two are like terms and these two are also like terms. So while writing in the next step, we will write like terms together. So 7a square minus 5a square, then plus 5a plus 2a, and finally the constant that is written at the end. We have studied that when we write down the polynomial, always we write the terms in the descending order of the powers. So same thing we are going to follow here. You will write down the term with highest index first. Now since we were having two or we were having similar terms, so we wrote them together. Then the next terms are written together, and finally for this plus 6 we are having single term. We don't have like term for that. So copy it as it is. Now see, 7a square minus 5a square will give you 2a square here, and here 5a plus 2a will give us 7. So we will get 2a square plus 7a plus 6. This is our answer. We cannot add it further. You cannot add simply the numbers like this. See, these term and these term, they are unlike terms. All these terms are not like. We cannot add them. Okay, so this is your final answer. You cannot go ahead. Because see, every term is having different power. This is trinomial, you know that, and this is the answer. Now let's go ahead. Multiply m square minus 5. This is the first polynomial given, and into, in second bracket, second polynomial is m cube plus 2m minus 2. Okay. So while writing, first of all, we have to write down the question as it is. First polynomial multiplied by the second polynomial. Now you know how to do it. We are going to take the first term here and into that second bracket. See, first term from the first polynomial and the second polynomial completely as it is written in bracket. Then the second term from the first polynomial is written along with the sign, and again the second complete bracket or the second complete polynomial is written as it is. Okay, that means the brackets are opened here. Partially they are open. Only first bracket we have taken first term, second bracket is kept as it is. Similarly for the second term also is done. Now let's open these brackets. So m square into m cube. When we multiply here, the indices they get added, or powers we have to add, not to multiply. So m square into m cube is not m raised to 6. It is m raised to 5. Similarly here m square into 2m is 2m cube. M square into minus 2 is minus 2m square. Okay. So see, m square into m cube, m raised to 5. M square into 2m is 2m cube. M square into minus 2 is minus 2m square. Now here, minus 5 into m cube is minus 5m cube. Then minus 5 into plus 2m is minus 10m. And minus 5 into minus 2 is plus 10. Okay, so be very careful about signs here. When two minus signs come together in multiplication, the answer is positive, you know that. Okay. The next thing is what? Now we have to arrange all the terms in descending order of the powers. At the same time, we are going to write like terms together. Now see here, the highest index is 5. But here we don't have like term for this. So this term will come first. After 5 we should have 4, but 4 is not present here. Then the next one is cube. But we have two terms with cube here, so write these two terms together. They are like terms. Here what we can find is only these two terms are like, rest all are unlike. So the first will be m raised to 5. Then 2m cube, along with that the similar term or the like term is minus 5m cube. After that we have minus 2m square. Then we have minus 10m and finally plus 10. So you have to write in descending order of powers, and while writing, if you find like terms, then write them together like this, because we can add or subtract those like terms. So that is why we should write them together. Okay. So now this m raised to 5 will be as it is here. See, minus 5m cube and plus 2m cube. 5 minus 2, here answer will be minus 3m cube. Only this is the pair of like terms. So remaining all the terms will remain as it is. Only you will make a change here. That's it. Okay. So this is your answer. See, every term is having different power. So it is not possible for us to add or subtract further. Don't try to add or subtract. Please take a note that every term is different because the power of the variable in every term is different here. Okay, only if like terms are there, then only we can add or subtract. Now let's go ahead. Divide 2 plus 2x square divided by x plus 2 and write the answer in the given form. The form is given as dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Okay, so this is long division method. First of all, what we have to do in long division method is we have to write down dividend. See, this is dividend, and that dividend we have to write down in index form. Okay, not in standard form. Index form means what? Write it along with the missing terms. For example, here the degree is 2. So 2 plus 1, 3 terms. Dividend here should have 3 terms, but one term is missing. So we have to write down that missing term. And also while writing, we have to follow the descending order. Okay, so 2x squared will be the first term. After that, we should have x, but it is not present. So write down that missing term with coefficient 0. So 2x square plus 0x plus 2. Okay, so the missing term is written. Afterwards, this is your divisor. So now let us divide. Okay, so here there are two different methods of division. This is first method which you have used in lower standards also. So let us see it. See now, dividend is written inside, divisor is written here outside this symbol of division. Now you know that this 2x square we are going to divide by x. So when 2x square is divided by x, we get 2x. So that is first term of the quotient. Now this 2x and x is multiplied, then we got 2x square. And again this 2x is multiplied by plus 2, so we got 4x here. Then we are going to subtract it, so change the signs. So 2x square minus 2x square got cancelled. And here this 0x minus 4x, you are going to get minus 4x. Then take this plus 2 down. Now again this minus 4x you have to divide by 4. So you got minus 4, that is second term of the quotient. Now this minus 4 into x, you are going to get minus 4x. And minus 4 into plus 2, you are going to get minus 8. Again you are subtracting, so change the signs. So minus 4x plus 4x cancelled. And plus 2 and plus 8 is plus 10. Okay. So this is your dividend. This is your divisor. This is your quotient. And this is your remainder. So they have told us to write down the answer in this format. So write down it. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So dividend is this, the original one. You can write down as it is, or you can write down this also. Then divisor is x plus 2 into quotient you have to write from here, but in brackets 2x minus 4 plus the remainder, that is 10. Okay, always keep habit in every division. Whenever you do the division, always keep habit of writing the remainder in rectangular box. Okay, this thing you have to keep in mind. So if we try to write it with the help of polynomials, then you can write down the qx as divisor. It is not compulsory to write all these things, but still if you want you can write it. So for dividend you can take p of x, for divisor you can take q of x, for quotient you can take s of x, and for remainder you can take r of x. Any alphabets you can take, and then in short you can write like this, that p of x is equal to q of x into s of x plus r of x. Means what? This divisor, quotient, remainder, they are also polynomials. Okay, so these were solved examples from the textbook. Now let's go ahead. This particular thing is called as what? Euclid's division lemma. That means this formula, dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. This is called as Euclid's division lemma. Okay. Second method which is given in textbook is called as linear division method, but here it is cancelled under reduced syllabus. So on page number 42, you will do it with pencil, that this particular second method of division, linear division method, is not there, it is cancelled. For self study, you can study it. If you are curious that how this method is, then you can learn it by yourself. So even though it is under reduced syllabus, the remark is given there that self study, students have to self study it. Now let's go ahead. So practice set 3.2 on page number 42 you have, and then the remaining or 43 it must be. So page number 43, I think. I don't have textbook with me. So practice set 3.2, we will start with. Question number 1, use the given letters to write the answer. Okay, so that means here they have given some letters, and from that we have to write down the answer. These answers you can write down in your textbook itself with pencil. Okay, so see, there are 8 trees in the village lot. If the number of trees increases every year by B, then how many trees will be there after X years? Okay, so in the beginning the trees are what? A. They are not going to change. So A. Then plus we have to write down the increase in X years. So increase is B every year, and the number of years are what? X. So if we multiply them, then we will get Bx, and total number of trees we will get as A plus Bx. Okay, what is the answer? A plus Bx. See, the number of trees in the beginning plus the increase in number of trees. Increase in every year into number of years. So A plus Bx is the answer. Now second one. For the parade, there are Y students in each row, and X such rows are formed. Then how many students are there for the parade in all? Okay, so number of students in one row, we have to multiply by the number of rows. That means we have to go for Y into X. But while writing, we will write down the answer in alphabetical order. Means X will appear first and Y will appear afterwards. So even though we are doing Y into X, the answer will be X into Y, that is XY. Okay. Next, the tens and units place of a two-digit number is M and N respectively. Write the polynomial which represents the two-digit number. Okay, so for example, here you take this as a two-digit number, say. So you know that this is units place and this is tens place. So these digits are given to us. In tens place, here like we have what? M. And in units place, here we have N. Okay, and we have to write down that two-digit number. Okay, so that number will be not like here XY, means answer will not be MN. Please take a note of this. We have to write down the polynomial which represent the two-digit number. So MN is wrong answer. The answer is 10M plus N. Okay, the digit at tens place you have to multiply by 10. So 10M plus digit at unit place you have to multiply by 1. So 10 into M is 10M plus 1 into N is N. Therefore, the polynomial which represents two-digit number here is 10M plus N. Don't write Mn. It is wrong. Okay. Always keep in mind, whenever you want to write down two-digit number using the letters, or if you want to write in algebraic expressions or in polynomials, always it should be like this. Tens place, so multiply by 10 and write down that alphabet, plus units place, so multiply by 1 and write down that alphabet. Okay, you know that here the place value we need to write, not the digit. Okay, so I hope you must have understood the first question. Now let us go towards second question. Add the given polynomials. It's very easy to solve. Okay. So I'm not going to solve all the sums. So first let us start with the first one. See, add the polynomials. See, these polynomials are separated by the colon here. But while writing, as we have seen in solved examples also, these polynomials we are going to write in brackets, and in between we are going to write down the operation or symbol. Like for addition we are going to write plus, for subtraction we are going to write minus. So the first polynomial in first bracket, x cube minus 2x square minus 9, then plus sign, and the second polynomial in second bracket, that is 5x cube plus 2x plus 9. Okay. After this, in next step we have to write down all the terms in proper order, that means descending order of the powers. So highest power here is 3. Okay, but we have two terms here with power 3, so we will write them together. Okay, so x cube plus 5x cube, they are like terms, so written together. Afterwards we have minus 2x square, but here we don't have the similar term present. Then afterwards you should write plus 2x. As I have said, follow the descending order of the powers. So after cube, square, and then simply x, and finally the constants. So here we have minus 9, and here we have plus 9. Okay, so minus sign and plus 9 will get cancelled, and this here it will get added. 1 plus 5 is 6. Okay, so 6x cube minus 2x square plus 2x. See, this is answer here is 0. Now you cannot add or subtract further, so this is your answer. Okay. Okay, so it is very easy to add because here you don't have to go for any sign change. Only write the like terms together and then simply add the coefficients and write down the answer. Okay. Now let's go ahead. So second question I have taken now. See the first polynomial plus the second polynomial. Always write down the polynomials in bracket, and you have to write down the symbol in between those two brackets. We are adding, so we are writing plus symbol. Okay. Now here also in next step, while writing, we are going to write like terms together. Also, we will write down the term with the highest power of variable first. So here see the highest power is 4, and we have like terms. Both the places the terms are present. So while writing, write them together. Then also we have the terms with m cube. They are also like, so write them together afterwards. Then the term with m square will come, but here we don't have that term. Then the term with m will come, and finally we have to add up constant terms. Okay, so write it properly here. See, minus 7m raised to 4, with that the like term plus 5m raised to 4 is written, then plus 5m cube from the first bracket, and the like term from the second bracket, that is minus 3m cube. Write it along with sign. Then here after m cube we have m square, but it is not present in first bracket, so write from the second bracket. Only single term with m square. Then the term with m not present in first bracket, so write down from the second bracket. And then the constant terms. So here the constant term is root 2, and here it is minus 6. Okay, so in this way, see, these are two like terms, these are two like terms which we can add. So minus 7 plus 5, we are going to get minus 2, and the variable as it is. So minus 2m raised to 4. Then here 5 minus 3, 2m cube. Then 2m square as it is, 3m square as it is. And see these two, we cannot add or subtract because this is rational number, this is irrational number. So you can write it as it is, or if you want you can write it like this also. First you can write down rational number and then the irrational number. Okay, so either you can write in same order or you can change it. It doesn't make any difference. Okay, so this is your final answer. Now what we can observe while adding and subtracting, we saw one sum of subtraction in the solved examples also. The degree here is remaining same. It is not increasing. The degree of the answer is not more. Either it can be same or sometimes it can be less also. But it cannot be more than the degree of the polynomials which are present in the question. Similarly, you will solve third one as homework. Now let's go ahead. Subtract the second polynomial from the first. So see, this is your first polynomial, this is your second polynomial. Second you will subtract from first. That means in first bracket the first polynomial will appear minus in second bracket the second polynomial will appear. Okay, so here there are two questions I am solving. First one, second one you will solve by yourself. Okay, so see the first polynomial in first bracket, because they have said that from first you will subtract second one. So first polynomial in first bracket minus the second polynomial in second bracket. See this colon you have to replace by minus sign and simply put the brackets here. Okay, it is very easy to write it from the question. Now in the next step, the first polynomial will remain as it is. There is no change in the first polynomial. But because of this minus sign, here everywhere the sign will change. So in next step you will write down that. Okay, so x square plus 9x plus root 3 as it is. But see this minus and this minus 19x, it will give you plus 19x. Then minus into plus root 3, that is minus root 3. And minus into plus 7x square, that will be minus 7x square. Simply you have to change all the signs. Minus will become plus, plus will become minus, and plus will become minus. Afterwards, in next step, you have to write down all the terms in descending order of powers, and like terms you will write together. Okay, so here the highest index is 2. That means you should write the terms with x square together. So see, this is one term and this is one term. So these two you will write together. Then minus 9x and plus 19x. These two are like terms. So those we will write together. And finally, these constants we will write together. So write down the like terms together like this. See, x square minus 7x square, then minus 9x plus 19x, then plus root 3 and minus root 3. Now see, this plus root 3 and minus root 3 answer is 0. So this is cancelled. Here x square minus 7x square, you are going to get minus 6x square. Always give symbol of bigger number. One is positive, one is negative. You are going to subtract the coefficients. 7 minus 1 is 6. But since 7 is big and here the sign of 7 is negative, you are going to get here minus 6x square. Okay. Similarly here minus 9x and plus 19x. See, this is negative and this is positive. So again you are going to subtract the numbers. 19 minus 9 is 10. But 19 is positive, the bigger number, so the answer is plus 10x. So minus 6x square plus 10x is the answer. See, this is cancelled. Plus and minus, it is cancelled. The answer is 0. Okay. So here also what we found is degree of the polynomials in question is 2. And for answer also the degree is 2. So for addition and subtraction, the degree either it remains same or it may be less than that, because if the like terms get cancelled and suppose the highest degree only gets cancelled, then in answer we can have the degree less than the question also, but we cannot have the degree of the answer polynomial more than the degree of the question. Okay, I hope you must have understood this. Now in the next lecture we will see the remaining questions. We will see the multiplication and division. Addition and subtraction is done by us. All of you please solve the homework sums. At the same time, you go through all the solved examples from the textbook. Try to understand them. They also can be asked in exams. Also take a note of reduced syllabus. Questions based on those will not be asked in exams. But if you are curious about that cancelled syllabus or reduced syllabus, you can go for self-study. It is going to help you in higher standards. Okay. So students, I'm stopping here today. We will meet in next lecture. Till that, you stay home, stay safe, take care of yourself. Thank you, students.